Hey people, I live about 10 or 15 miles away from where that assassination of the homeless man for throwing rocks. Yeah, them 3 Pasco, Washington policy enforcement officers literally assassinated that man. If you watch the videos, you'll see it yourself. And what's to become of this? I don't know. Will it be washed under the table like just another civilian murdered by cop? Will they be prosecuted? Will things go further and deeper? I don't know. How far are they willing to push? They're continuing to kill us day in and day out. It don't matter what color you are. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter how old you are. It don't matter how young you are. Police officers are killing everybody. And we're letting them get away with it. People, we are the jury. The founding fathers gave us this country. This whole country is a court. And we roam through this court every day, and we're the jury of what goes on here. It's set up that way. And when you're called into jury duty, you don't need to go in there and be aiding and abetting the corporate state by convicting your fellow Americans, your brothers and sisters, moms, dads, aunts, uncles, cousins, grandmas, grandpas. When you convict them of a victimless crime, you're literally aiding and abetting the state in extortion. The courts are set up for us as free people in order to repel tyranny and oppression from overzealous governments, which ours is. As you can see, murdering thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions of people in illegal wars and invasions. Are you happy with where your tax dollars are going? Them sons of bitches take over $200 a week out on me. Yeah. You think I have a good conscience about all these illegal wars? And look what they're doing now in our own streets. They got their cops killing us right and left. Right and left. Every day it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's time, people, to wake up and smell the fucking coffee. We can put the courts to work like the founding fathers set them up. Let me give you a quick, brief rundown on this. See, the founding fathers had just fought the war, the Revolutionary War, and they knew that there had to be a instrument in place to be able to repel the tyranny and oppression from an overzealous government. So what they did is they set up a jury system in the courthouse, in the courtroom, to be able to be that buffer zone. And that's why it's a jury of your peers that go in there and make a decision on the innocence, and because their life is literally in the jurist's hands. And so America's set up and founded on common law, and that is, if there is no victim, there is no crime. And the vast majority of the legal disputes initiated by the police on the behalf of their employer, who is the state, where the plaintiff is also the state, the judge or the administrator, the prosecutor and the antagonist, who's the police, and the only witness, who's also the police, they all represent the same party, the state. And since there's no corpus delicti, mens rea, or actus reus that can be produced, it doesn't even qualify to be heard in the courts, according to the laws of court. The state is indistinguishable from a criminal cartel, because for something to be brought into court, there has to be a corpus delicti, which is a body upon which a crime has been committed, the victim. There has to be a mens rea, a guilty mind or a wrongful purpose with criminal intent, or an actus reus. That's a person who's actually committed a crime and has been charged judicially. And that's what has to be, because every time you're in the court, it don't matter if you got a speeding ticket, it don't matter if you have smoking a joint out in the street, it don't matter if you're a minor consumption or whatever, you're being sued. All them tickets are calling them social wrongs, and their state is suing you. And rather than pleading guilty to all this bullshit, even speeding tickets and all that, plead not guilty and take it to the box, the trial, take it to the jurists. Let the jurists decide if we're guilty of crimes or not for doing this, people. This system will work. We are the jury. They have to pool us. Every time you go into court, you look around, up and down the halls, and you'll see in the morning session at least 100 people. In the afternoon session, you'll see another 100 people. And 90% of them people are just going in and pleading guilty. Well, a trial takes about 3 hours, 4 hours. And if every one of them people would just plead not guilty and take it to the jury, so the jury can make their decision and the jury can understand that we're common law, and if there is no victim, there is no crime. What would be say you have a man that's wanting to punish someone, but there's no damages, there's no monetary, there's no physical. That's what the state's doing to us, people. And we're letting them, because we don't know how the courts work. I'll explain this here real quick. See, anyway, the Founding Fathers had just got their rights. They fought. A lot of people died. They spilt their blood. This purpose meant a lot to them. And they set it up for us, their posterity. And you don't have to believe in the Constitution. You don't need a piece of paper to tell you you have rights. You already know that. That was born in you. You know you have rights. But when you go into court, you don't go in and convict your fellow Americans and extort their money and so that the state can have it. Come on, people. Let's just ridiculous the way we're treating everybody. If everybody would just plead not guilty to their crimes and overwhelm the courts with cases, they wouldn't even be able to schedule them. That's for one thing. You can tell by all of the court cases that are in there. If everybody just went and pled not guilty, just like they are set up, the jury trial by the Founding Fathers, so that these people in government cannot control every aspect of our life, which they're doing now. People, this plan will work if you work it. My condolences to the family out there, but this stuff's going to continue to go on. We are the jury. We don't need their internal investigation by their buddies who they've been drinking coffee with and eating donuts all day, because you know what they're going to say. They'll come up with something like, well, he got 13 bullet holes in him, don't know which one hit him, don't know which one killed him. I don't know. We can't prosecute all three of these cops, so we got to let them all go. Yeah, right, people. Come on. Let's take this country back through the courts like it's set up. We can do this. If there is no victim and you're called into jury duty, and there is no victim, I don't care if he says, I was driving 85 miles an hour, but I didn't hurt nobody. That freeway's straight. Hey, he ain't guilty. I don't care what this judge says. You know what, judge? You can't make me decide my choice on my belief. That's me. Simple. I don't care. Hey, the guy had a crack pipe. I don't care. Didn't bother me none. Didn't affect my day. Did it affect yours? What's wrong with you people? As long as people aren't trespassing upon other people, things are okay. But this government is trespassing on every one of us. Every day. And they're getting stronger about it and more bold about it. You children today are the ones that are really going to be suffering. Hell, I'm going to be dead. No, I don't know, tomorrow, today, right now. I don't know, I could drop and die of a heart attack. I don't know, but if we don't stand up and start protecting each other, I don't care if you like them or not. If you hate, I don't see no color and no skin myself. I don't see no eyes, nothing. I see people. Every one of you are people to me. And that's all I care about. And as long as no one trespasses against me and my rights and my liberty, that's a fine deal. I don't care. And that's the way everybody ought to feel. For real. A prostitute, she ain't doing nothing wrong. Cops are killing people and they're walking. Prostitute goes to jail. John goes to jail. Cops kill people, walk away. Come on. Let's take this country back, people. It's long enough. I'm going to be going out to this event. I did a little scream on that gathering on Wednesday afternoon while I was there, and some kid, he posted it on Facebook, but I don't know how to download it. I don't have Facebook. I refuse Facebook. Try to stay out of it. But I'm going to be going to, they're having another assembly on Saturday, tomorrow. It's my anniversary. My mom is going to be pissed, but I'm going to go with the megaphone. That's why my voice is kind of sore, because I was yelling. And I don't want to yell, because once I start yelling, my blood pressure boils up, and then I lose track of my thoughts, and I can't think. But people, as all I'm trying to do is show you all how to exert your rights. And what your right is that courtroom and that jury. That's your right. Everything. With the jury, we can take the taxes back with the jury and work it right. We are the jury, people. Fuck the corporate government. We don't need them. They didn't build them roads out there. We did. We build them with our money. We build them with our labor. It was us. It wasn't them. The only thing they do is restrict us. The only thing government's purpose is for is to regulate commerce and to protect us. And if you call shooting unarmed, innocent Americans to death 3-1, if that's protecting, it's going to get a lot worse. Guaranteed, if we don't stand up now. Guaranteed. We got to do this. Peace out. I'll make another video after I get this after tomorrow afternoon when I get back. This one's going up now. See ya.